Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Rashi Himalaya and today I want to create for you this very beautiful look that I wore to work the other day and I was just obsessed with this look. I love how it's so monochromatic, it's so nude tone, but it has that hint of peach and it's just perfect for every day if you're going to be going to work. And so I'm going to take you through a very quick tutorial on how to achieve this look. First up, I'm going to color correct using Live Tinted in the shade Rise. And I'm just going to quickly pop that on under my eyes and lightly around my mouth area as well. Corrector is on, and now I'm just going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter in the shade 5. So I'm just going to use a small amount, not too much. This has a little bit of a metallic shine, and if you use too much, it can look very, very obvious on the skin. Now I'm just going to blend this out on the side of my cheek. I definitely don't bring this product close to my enlarged pores because this is definitely going to accentuate those pores. So I keep it really at the back and I bring it down. For foundation, I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown Skin Long Wear Weightless Foundation. This is the shade Golden Natural. I love the color match in this. It has such a beautiful yellow undertone where the yellow isn't too warm and too amber or peachy. Do you see that? Oh, beautiful yellow undertone. Love this. And it definitely has a scent. I feel like it smells like lavender, very similar to the Tom Ford Soft Matte Foundation fragrance. It doesn't have any alcohol, which I'm very, very happy about, which is one of the reasons I picked this one up as well. It just had so many pros. No alcohol, great color match, the finish is beautiful. What more can you ask? This is also a foundation that looks great with a beauty blender or with a foundation brush. And I normally just use a foundation brush for this. So I'm just going to blend this out. Very, very easy to blend. For concealer, I'm going to go with the original Tarte Shape Tape. I have the shade Medium 35N. And I'm going to apply this and then blend it out one eye at a time. Just because it kind of sets pretty quickly. Take that in that inner part of the eye where I do tend to get a lot of darkness as well. And I'm just going to blend it out on top of my eye. That looks really, really good. And what I do in between applications is once I've got this on my eye, I'll just take a little tissue paper and just wipe my ring finger off, just so when I go back to blend on the other side, I don't have all this product that's already on my finger that's already slightly drying. Because that's one way you can really mess up your under eye concealer, is it will then start looking slightly patchy or it'll start lifting, and I don't know. I've just found that wiping that little bit off your finger and then going in with a fresh application really helps to make sure you get a very even application that doesn't look patchy. Now I'm going to set my under eye just with my By Terry Hydra Tinted Powder. This is in the shade 300. I've left the little thing on the top just because this powder is super fine and I don't want this product to be just flying out everywhere. There we go, you can see it there. That's the shade. And I find that this shade works really well, especially for concealers that are not yellow enough for my under eye. Like this shade, for example, this is the Tarte shade and it just isn't yellow enough. And so using a really yellow powder just really helps to balance that. Now I'm going to apply that with the Wayne Goss brush number 4. This is part of his new collection. And I'm just going to give it a final pat so that there are no lines. And then add that under my eye. I love how this brush can get right into those creases underneath the eye. I love that. This has very quickly become my favorite brush to apply powder under the eye. It picks up just the right amount of powder, not too much, and it gets right in there, right into those creases. Beautiful. And it's super soft, just whisper soft on the skin. And now I'm going to apply the same powder, and I'm just going to set my lids with it. So for eyeshadow, just grab yourself some really basic browns from any palette that you have. I'm sure all of us have some beautiful basic brown mattes. So I'm going to use the bronze palette. You don't need this palette for this look, but I'm just going to use this shade right here in my crease, which is the shade Ridge, and then I'm going to use this shade very lightly all over the lid. And I'm just going to focus that into the crease. What a beautiful color. I love that it looks slightly yellow instead of looking, you know, bronze or red. And I'm going to create that V shape right at the end as well. Then I'm going to go into this warm brown, sort of like a mid-tone brown shade, which is right here. I'm going to take the same brush because I don't want to pack this color on. I don't want to see a lot of pigment on my eye. I just want a really, really soft application. So I'm going to take the same fluffy brush and I'm just going to apply it very lightly onto the lids. Just like that. Just very, very lightly. And then I'm just going to blend it into the crease as well. Then I'm going to take the same shade with a little bit of that packing brush and I'm just going to apply it to my lower lash line. Right, now I'm done with the palette, no more eyeshadow. I am just going to apply now, just use a dark brown eye pencil, something that you can smudge a little bit. I'm going to use Nudestix. This is the Magnetic Matte Eye Color, and this is the shade Cocoa. I use this all the time. I'm just going to lightly line with this pencil. You see that? Just a very, very thin line. And then I'm going to find a little pencil brush. This is Van Gogh's number 05. 05? Yeah, 05. And then I'm just going to smudge this out. So I had a look at my phone where I took a video of how I did this look for work. And I saw that I actually had done my liner a little bit thicker in that video. So I've gone in and I've actually just smudged out this eye pencil a little bit, just so it's a little bit thicker and it looks a little bit smokier on the eye. I actually love pairing these cool tone brown pencils with actually a warm eye. I think it just looks stunning. So I'm going to take a little bit of the same pencil from Nudestix and I'm just going to run it under my lash line. Quickly applying my Kajal Ink Artist from Shiseido in the shade Nippon Noir right into my waterline. I really have to, ow, I poked myself. This is what happens when I can't see what I'm doing. Here we are. I'm just gonna pump it for about 10 seconds and release. And go back in for a second go. I feel like just doing it once doesn't do anything. I mean, it does, but my curls will start to drop. But, sorry, my eyelash curl will start to drop. But if I do it twice with these pumping motions, the lash curl tends to stay a little bit more upright. And then I'm going to take this beautiful mascara from Essence. Thank you, Tasha. You recommended this mascara to me, and I am a huge fan now. It is so beautiful. I've already recommended this to so many people, like in my personal life. So I'm just going to take Essence. So this is the False Lash Effect mascara. It is so good. Check that out. Right? It's so good. And I'm just going to do my lower lash lines with this as well. Sorry, my lower lashes with this as well. Now I'm going to go with bronzer. So I've been obsessed with the Huda bronzer lately, if you haven't seen that review video. So I'm going to go in with the same Shiseido brush. Just going to pick up a little bit of this bronzer. Just very softly apply it on the cheek. Oh, so pretty. Oh my god. Just a very, very soft color to the cheek. So bronzer is on, and now I'm just going to quickly finish my eyebrows. So for work, I've actually just been using this Anastasia Beverly Hills tinted eyebrow gel. This is the shade medium brown. It's a shade that's a very ashy brown, so I've really been enjoying it. And all I do is really run it through my eyebrows. I don't even fill in my eyebrows, and this is so soft. I feel like it's almost mistake proof, and it helps that the shade isn't super, super dark. And this just gives a little tint and darkens my eyebrows a little bit. That's it. That's all I really need for work. Just going to concentrate in areas that are a little bit sparse for me. Just like that. That's perfect. Now for cream blush. So I wore Natasha Denona newest puff paint liquid serum blushes, and this is a shade tan, my favorite shade. I cannot put it down. I have been wearing it to work constantly, and so this is the one I'm going to use. I'm going to pop some on. Oh my god, oh my god. Using my hourglass brush and number 2, I am just going to blend this all over my cheek. I love how the color of this matches so well with the eye, because the eye has a slightly peachy look, and then this peachy nude blush is just perfection. Let's just apply a little bit more. So pretty, right? Then I went in with my Dior powder, and this is in the shade 30. And I've been really enjoying this powder. Wayne Goss brush number 11. Just gonna go directly into the cushion and sweep that. This is such a lightweight powder. And of course, apply this over my oily forehead. For lips, I'm going to use Lisa Eldridge lipstick in the shade Affair. This is what the shade looks like. It's like this very pretty cinnamony brown that has a very slight peach undertone. You see what I mean? How gorgeous. And this is the look, you guys. This is the look that I wore to work the other day, and I absolutely loved it. I loved how it's nude toned, but it has this peachy undertone all the way from your eyes, cheeks, to a little bit on the lips. Just gonna let my hair out. I hope you guys enjoyed this very easy, everyday sort of work in the office makeup tutorial. If you did, hit that like button, and let me know if you have any other requests. Leave them in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in my next video. See ya!